To download UTM, come to this website and there's two options, a free one and a paid one through the App Store. We want the free one, so click on download and then save. And once the DMG file is downloaded, click on it and we will drag UTM to applications. To download UTM, open the App Store and type in UTM. Then what we'll do is click on this first one which says UTM Virtual Machines, and it's £9.99 in the UK, so I'll buy the app and I'll sign in. So enter my password, click on sign in. Once it's downloaded, click on open. And when it opens, you'll have a pop-up appear. Just click on continue. And before we download or create a new virtual machine, we actually have to do another step. Go back to the website and click on gallery in the top right corner. Then scroll down to Windows 11. So click on that. That will open this page and we want to click on guide. On this page, we've got step-by-step instructions of downloading CRYSTALFETCH. So you've got the step-by-step instructions here. So we'll click on download on the App Store. Then open the App Store. And then get install. That will install CRYSTALFETCH. So just make sure you enter your password. Once that downloads, don't open it. Instead, open UTM. So let's go back to UTM, create a new virtual machine, virtualize, Windows, and then fetch latest Windows installer. If nothing happens, that means you've got CRYSTALFETCH open in the background, so just make sure you've closed that and quit from it. Now when you click on it, it will open this window, so check the version is Windows 11, select your language, make sure the architecture is Apple Silicon, and then click on download, accept, and that will download this large file, which will take quite a bit of time. Once it's completed downloading, it will open this pop-up asking you where you want to save the ISO file. I'm just going to choose the desktop, so just move it to that. And then what I can do is close this window, then go back to the browse button, click on the ISO file, open, and then keep everything as it is, and then click on continue. Here you have the memory, so if we go back, you'll see the memory. I'm going to select 4 cores. You can keep the memory as is. I'm leaving storage at 64 gigabytes, then next and continue and save. Now we can start up the virtual machine, so click on the play button and that will come to this. So click any key on the keyboard and that will cause this to happen. Then we'll come to this, so choose the language and so on. Next, we don't have a product key. Choose the version of Windows you'd like to install. Next, and then accept. At this point, choose the partition. Yours will likely say 64 gigabytes and then next. And now it will start to install Windows 11. So it will start up a few times and restart. Whenever it does that, do not click anything on the keyboard, just let it do its thing. Once it loads and you come to this screen, you want to bypass Windows login. To do that, click Function, Shift and F10 on your keyboard and that will open the terminal. And here we want to type OOBE \. So if you can't find / on your keyboard, you can always copy it from here. So Control C and then Control V. So you have to use the Windows keys for copying and pasting, and then bypass NRO. And then click enter. After you click enter, make sure you also turn off your Wi-Fi. So your device Wi-Fi should be turned off. And then it will restart a few times. And then you're back to this screen. So you can click on yes, choose your keyboard input, skip the second layout. Then it's checking for any updates. It will restart after a bit as well. So let it restart and install anything. And it's gonna keep going. And now we have the welcome screen. And now we can enter your name. So just enter anything, next. I'm going to skip the password, but you can set one if you want. And then it's going to load, and it's going to just give a moment, and then it will load, and it's getting things ready. And again, this will take a few minutes as well. And there we go. So now we have Windows 11 on our device. And now you can turn on the Wi-Fi as well. As an optional step 5, you can download and install UTM tools. So go to File Explorer, and then CD drive D, and then right click on UTM guest tools. When you right click it, run it as administrator. That will open up this. Click on next, agree, next, and now it's installing. partway through the install, you might find that you get this error message, which is the display output is not active. So let's try and fix this. So first reset the virtual machine, okay. Then you can turn it off entirely, power off. So shut it down, okay. Now let's restart the virtual machine and let it do its thing. So it's going to restart. Don't press anything here. And now it's starting us back in, it's logged us back in. So let's go back to the File Explorer now to do the UTM tools install again. So click on File Explorer, go to CD drive D, right click on UTM guest tools and then run as administrator. Next, agree. Now it's installing. This time it hasn't crashed yet and it's opened up terminal and it's actually installing everything. So great, and there we go. So now we can reboot now, so finish, and here we'll restart anyway. So it's restarting. Don't click anything here. And now it looks like it's logging us back in. And there you go. So now we have UTM guest tools installed and you can start to use your Windows. If you still get this error, just wait for a couple of minutes at this point. So the UTM is still being downloaded in the background, but you just can't see it because the display drivers are being downloaded. So it's still downloading, you just can't see the display. Once you've given it 2 minutes, then reset the virtual machine, and that means UTM is installed and it should start up and it should be fine. If none of that works, you can delete the virtual machine. So right click on it and then click on delete. Don't worry about any resources you assigned to it, those will be freed up. Once you've done that, you can click on the plus button and restart the virtual machine download again. But this time try to set more cores to it and obviously make sure the ISO file fully downloaded as well.